who is responsible for this book, The Body Rescue. And we're going to see her afterwards as well in her bikini. Wow, is all I can say. Front and side, as you can see. Absolutely brilliant. She's toned. Those are the trousers that she used to wear, the jeans that she used to wear. Well, she's after and after here, but with the before jeans. And we've also we'll see my pictures later on, because they're not quite as dramatic. But actually, I'm a lot older and very menopausal, which makes it much harder. So it has really worked for me. What am I talking about? Body Rescue. This is the book. It's a whole plan, as it says on the book. 704-286 is your item number. £19.99 is the price, and your postage £2.95. Now, it sold out last month. It actually sold out before we came to air. We got more stock. We got an advanced order stock. That also sold out, and it's all thanks to Christiane Wolf. And you are, of course, for many people who might see the family resemblance, you are the sister of Marie-Françoise, who is our Kipling guest.
Yes, she's my little sister.
Yes, exactly. Well, the Body Rescue, this is not just something you've pulled out of the air. This is something that you've developed, really, in your lifetime of being interested, not just in diet and health, but in a whole sort of concept. This is more than just a diet book, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been a personal trainer for nearly 20 years. I've trained lots of celebrities. I teach yoga, meditation. I'm a healer. I'm qualified in nutrition, and so what I wanted to do was write a book that encompasses all of that, because losing weight isn't just about exercising and it isn't just about diet. It's a mixture of everything. You really need the mindset there to pull you through. So in the book we talk a lot about trigger points and really what makes you fail a diet and what makes you consistently stick to a diet, and trigger points is the big thing. And then in the book also I have a downloadable CD where you get 6 meditations, and the meditations help you unravel what's gone wrong. You know, you might be eating through stress, through guilt, through anxiety, even through happiness and joy. Some people like to party a lot and eat through that. So it's understanding what your trigger points are and working through them with the exercise and the diet.
A lot of people who like to read what's in the media will know that the idea of mindfulness is very much something that is trending at the moment in America. There's a lot of companies that have actually made it quite sort of mainstream. And in a sense, I think the mindset aspect of this, the downloadable programs that you can go through, that you can use during the day or at bedtime, you can have it on your phone while you're walking the dog. You know, that actually is one of the things, one of the several things that sets this apart from being just a diet program. You go through the exercise as well, but it's not just about exercising to lose weight. You encourage us to do yoga, and I've found that yoga has really helped me with stress. Now, stress is something that can actually make your body more likely to put on weight. The stress hormones make you put fat around the middle, and that's something that I experience. So it's, you know, but you don't have to understand it all medically and health-wise. You just have to trust in Christiane. Look at our reviews as well. I'd like to read a couple of those out in just a moment. But first of all, take a look at me. Same pair of Diane Gilman jeans. Before, this is 10 weeks, and I'd lost just over a stone in 10 weeks. That's before and after, so same clothes, but I can actually get my arm down my jeans afterwards, which is fantastic. And then in a different outfit, these are both after pictures. That we haven't got it before, but just feeling and looking a lot slimmer. But it's not just the diet. Let me just read this one. You've got some fantastic reviews, totally amazing, life-changing. I'm in the 2nd week of the cleanse, and I'm feeling amazing. The book, well, to be honest, it's far more than a book, she says, is incredible. I'm in my early 50s, and over the years have calorie counted, yo-yo dieted. Nothing has made me feel as good as this programme. The book's easy to follow, but the mindset work is what's really helping me. I'm on a journey which is changing my life. She goes on to say how much weight she's lost. She's made the nut bread. It's so easy. It's totally scrummy. She has it with a fresh mango on the top. The exercises are easy to follow. Christiane, you're truly amazing. Thank you for changing my life. I wish I'd met you years ago. And that's from Helen.
Aww.
And there's lots of other comments. There's a couple of others that say, oh, that, some of the food's a bit expensive, and maybe we can address some of those issues. And, and this is not 12 weeks of you telling us exactly what we have to do every minute of the day. You're giving us the power to make it work for us.
Yes, so I actually get emails every day saying how I've changed people's lives, and I never ever tire of it. It's amazing.
It must be the most amazing feeling to actually have people find themselves again.
And not you know, spring chickens either. I get people in their 50s, 60s, 70s Every day I get emails or Facebook posts or tweets saying this has absolutely changed my life. So just going through the plan then. So we've got the mindset work here that you do for the first 2-week cleanse. So you really focus on the mindset. Instead of kind of diving into the exercise straight away, what we do is really focus on cleansing the body and then doing a lot of the mindset work so we understand where our problems are with our trigger points and our limiting beliefs.
And if you get that sorted, then the rest sort of follows and it's much easier.
Yes, exactly.
And you know why you're doing it, and you know it just makes sense. We've had Q's on the phone since we actually started. So remember, this sold out last month, and we brought it to air, but it was on advanced orders already by the time we brought it to air. So don't miss out on it this time. We have got other ways to order, of course. So 800 52 40 232 is our Q-Cut number. If you've got the app, then tap it, and you can also check us out online as well, of course.
Yeah, so the diet plan, it's a 12-week plan, 2 weeks of cleansing, which is just kind of eliminating a lot of the processed foods. It's not a juice diet, it's just allowing yourself to understand what foods work for you and what foods don't work for you.
So what things would you generally be avoiding in those first 2 weeks?
So sugar, processed sugar, you're allowed fruit, you're allowed dry fruit, but just processed sugars we cut out. Caffeine and alcohol are the main things, wheat as well, because all of those foods, they upset your hormones, they tend to make you bloat. You know, even if you're... So with you know, you haven't lost loads of weight on the scales, but you look so much slimmer, and I think a lot of that is attributed to losing the bloat and losing the water retention, and your eyes look bright and your skin looks better. I was just walking behind you and I was like, wow, you look really good.
So my eyes look brighter and my bottom looks better too. Thank you. But it's, you know, and there, I think that once you get your head around it, and I've always maintained that, you know, diets do work, but they only work short term. What you really need is something that is a way of life. There's no doubt about that. And also, it is a case of just being in the right place in your mind. So I would say, even before you start the 2-week cleanse, if you're still thinking, I know I need to lose weight, but I just can't find the energy, I'm too tired all the time, I'm too busy, I've got the kids, I've got work, or, you know, whatever. If you just can't cope with the energy that it takes, just do the mindset program. Just find time to listen to that downloadable, to those, and there's 6, but you might find that there's 1 or 2 that really rings true with you. I certainly did, and you'll find that they're the ones that help you. Just spend a week listening to them whenever you can, before you even start the cleanse. And it doesn't mean that you've got a life of denial ahead of you. You've brought in the sweet potato brownies. Which are delicious. I've made something that actually isn't quite in the book, but I've used your philosophies. These, they're like truffles, but they're made with nuts, dates, and raw cacao powder. And that's all. There's a little bit of coconut on the outside of that one. But, and they melt in your mouth like truffles. And when you need a little bit of a chocolate hit, you can have one. But it's raw cacao, which is full of antioxidants. And, you know, and you take us through why some things are better for us than others.
And what I really love is having recipes that are very, very simple. So not too many ingredients. They take very little time to make. I don't like being in the kitchen for more than half an hour. We're all busy, you know, so this plan is really for people who are busy, who don't have time to spend hours in the kitchen preparing. You know, they just want something easy and simple to follow.
You're a busy mum, and you know, you understand some of the issues that cause us to get into the state that we do get into. How about people who have, I mean, obviously if you need to eat gluten-free, it's fine because you're actually recommending that anyway, but how about vegans? Would they actually be able to work with this?
Yes, so about 80% of the recipes are vegetarian, and most of them are probably, most of those 80% are vegan as well, because we don't actually have milk on the plan.
But even through the 2-week cleanse at the beginning of the programme, you allow us to eat chicken. And fish as well.
So and there is an alternative for vegetarians, so if you don't eat meat or fish, I suggest you do something else.
Yes, there are other things. And it's, you know, it's generally eating food as close to its sort of original state as you can. Here's Catherine before she found the body rescue. And it's a mind rescue as well. It's a life rescue for so many people. And there she is after. And that was a 12-week programme. She's now on the maintenance, which does allow her to drink alcohol for special occasions. I think there's 2 days a week when on the maintenance when you suggest that you know, if we want to eat, so if you want to have pudding, if you want to have sugar or something, then that's fine. But I think what you find as well is that once you're doing this, you're on a roll and you feel so good with it that you don't want to break it. I'm going to try one of your sweet potato brownies. You can have one of my little truffles.
Well, I'll talk while you do that. Yeah, so it's a 12-week plan, and then after the 12-week plan, what I actually do is say for you to do my maintenance plan, which you can do for life. So that's actually in the book as well. So there's something for you to follow for life. And it's really doing 5 days on the plan and then 2 days having what you like, because by that stage you're not addicted to the foods anymore, and they're not...
So we're in control rather than the food. Yeah. Actually, that's the big thing that it felt for me. I was in control. I wasn't being controlled by the food. And very, very, very quickly, is an expensive programme to follow?
Not at all, no. I have lots of recipes in here. Some have unusual ingredients and some have ingredients we use every day. It's up to you whether you want to use those recipes or not, but they're just suggestions because they can make foods be a lot more interesting. It's not expensive at all. I mean, you actually end up saving a lot of money because you haven't got your big bar bills, you haven't got your taxis, you haven't got your takeaways. So actually I worked out that people save about £400 a month just by not doing that.
Well, it depends how much you drink, I suppose. If you don't drink much, then maybe you won't quite save so much. And there are some gorgeous recipes. There's a prawn soup, there's a baked butternut squash, which is just delicious. There was so much here to enjoy, but of course the main thing you enjoy is the way you feel, and that's what Body Rescue is all about. Thanks, Christiane.
Thank you.
That's a perfect double whammy, enjoying it and enjoying losing the weight. And talking of enjoyment, you will enjoy using this because for the very first time you've got beautiful fragrance in something that you have loved and loved and loved. It's Philip Kingsley's original elasticizer, made special just for QVC. We'll tell you all about it in a few moments.
It's another dazzling week on QVC. This Wednesday, get your hands on some of the rarest genuine gemstones with Gem Hunter. You'll find a fantastic range of 14 and 18 carat as well as platinum jewellery on